Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the show. This week's episode is going to be short and sweet. Um, if you have been listening to the news this week, there has been a lot going on, and I know it's stirred up a lot of people. People have come to me and told me how they're feeling. And so I decided that this week we would just do a brief little Dharma talk and then go into a meditation. And I'm hopeful that this meditation will bring you a little bit of peace, a sense of safety and groundedness. And it's something, a tool that you can use over and over again. I know at least on Apple Podcasts, you can save podcast episodes. So if you find today's episode helpful, please hit the little save button in your Apple Podcasts, and then you can return to this meditation at any time. What I'm going to talk about a little bit before the meditation and throughout is a broader concept that I will be getting into in more detail in my newsletter. So if you want to learn more about this, if you have questions, if you're questioning me and what I'm saying, please sign up for the newsletter. You can use the link in my show notes, or you can head over to katiefrenas.com and sign up there. This episode is being released on a Friday, and the newsletter will come out on Sunday. So sign up and you will get a lot more detail on this topic. If you miss that sign up window and you don't receive this newsletter, just send me an email at katie@katiefrenas.com and I will make sure that I get it over to you. Okay, now on to this week's episode. Hey, gorgeous souls, and welcome to the Midlife Purpose Project. I'm your host, Katie Farinas, a yoga teacher and soul purpose coach. And just like you, I'm navigating the wild, beautiful, and sometimes messy terrain of midlife. This is the space where we unpack the shifts happening in our bodies, minds, and souls. We're diving deep into the questions that rise up when everything seems to be changing. Think of this as your toolkit for making sense of this powerful phase of life. We'll have honest conversations, belly laughs, maybe a few tears, and a whole lot of growth. We'll hear from experts on topics that matter to you in midlife, and I'll share yogic philosophy that has been helping humans live with more skill and ease for centuries. Because here's the truth. Everything you've been through, every challenge, every joy, every heartbreak, has been training you for this. You're not broken, you're not lost, you're stepping into your power. So come on in, embrace the mess, the beauty, and the absolute magic of midlife. Let's journey together. So this week we are going to be doing a meditation all about harnessing fear, because that is what people have been expressing to me, that they feel fearful given the circumstances happening in the world this week. And so I wanted to talk about how fear is uncomfortable, yes, but also an opportunity for growth and an opportunity for a returning home to ourselves. All emotions are welcome. We don't want to shame any of our emotions or resist them, push them away, because the more that we do, the evidence is really clear. The more they stick around, and they stick around with more intensity, and they hold on tighter. They really don't want to release if we don't give them the attention that they deserve. Each emotion that we experience is a little part of ourselves, a younger part of ourselves often, and that part needs attention before it will release its grip. So today we are going to allow ourselves to give a little bit of compassionate attention to this fear-based part of ourselves that could have been stirred up this week by current events or maybe by something else in our lives. So I invite you to find a nice, comfortable seat, or you can lie on your back on the ground or in a bed. Just find a space that feels comfortable for you, where your spine can be straight, and where you can fairly easily remain in stillness for the next several minutes. And then I invite you to close your eyes And just start coming to your breath. We have all experienced fear at some point in our lives. And often we want to resist the fear. We want to run away from it, hide from it, pretend like we don't feel it. But if we can learn to harness our fear, if we can learn to understand it, then we can use it as a powerful force in our lives. If we resist it, it stops us from moving forward. It can keep us in a holding pattern of overwhelm, anxiety, separation from others, and anger. But if we allow ourselves to understand it, to give it loving compassion, then it can flow through us instead of getting stuck inside of us. And then we can act with courage and with love and from our higher selves. We can use fear as a propellant for positive change, both in our lives and in the collective consciousness. As you sit here, breathing in and breathing out, scan your body. Are there any areas that feel tight, contracted, or closed? If you find any of these areas, just imagine your breath entering the area of your body that feels tight, contracted, or closed on the inhale. And imagine the breath exiting the body in those locations on the exhale. Breathe out tension. Breathe out tightness. Breathe out a sensation of being closed off or stuck. Now ask yourself, is fear holding me back from the life I desire? Is it keeping me frozen, disconnected, angry, or in separation? Is fear keeping me from love? What does fear feel like in the body? It feels like tightness, contraction, holding the breath. When we harness our breath, it allows us to work with our fear instead of resisting it. It allows us to make space for our fear and to respond with courage and love. Breath awareness centers and grounds us. It tells our body we are safe in this present moment. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out. Now settle into the natural rhythm of your breath. Just watch it as if you were watching a movie. Watch the inhales as they come and the exhales as they come. There's no need to control the breath or do anything special. Just allow your body to be as it is. Now feel your body. Feel the areas of your body that are supported by the chair, floor, or bed. Feel yourself grounded into this present moment. Placing your hands at heart center in the middle of your chest. While staying with your breath, visualize something that makes you feel safe and loved. This could be a special person in your life, a place in nature, or any image that provides you comfort. Bring it to mind with as much detail as you can. Imagine this image radiating warmth and healing to you. Rest in this image and let your breath effortlessly flow. I'll watch the time and call you back. Begin to gently release the image. Take a cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just come back to your breath and continue watching it flow, bringing your awareness back to the room. Maybe hearing sounds that surround you, feeling the support of whatever is beneath you. And when you feel ready, opening your eyes. By allowing our fear to pass through us, we can connect with our higher selves. From that space, we will be given the answers we need, the direction that's right for us, and the sense that we are okay, regardless of what is happening around us. I believe that cultivating inner peace is essential for the healing of this world. When you can remain in peace, you can spread it. Because what is within us, we generate outside of us. Once again, if you have questions about this meditation and what we went through, please sign up for my newsletter where I will go into a lot more detail. I hope this was helpful. I hope it brought you some peace, and I hope you can return to it regularly whenever fear comes back around. Remembering that fear is a normal emotion. We shouldn't try to get rid of it or pretend like it doesn't exist. We should learn how to harness it, to allow it to pass through us, and use it as a propellant for positive change in the world. Namaste, my friends. I will talk to you next week. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery here at the Midlife Purpose Project. I hope today's conversation sparked something deep inside of you, made you laugh, or reminded you that you are never alone. Remember, it's never too late to reconnect with your soul's purpose and live a life of meaning. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and review the show, or share it with someone who could use a little inspiration. It really helps the show reach more women and helps me keep the content ad-free. Join me next time as we continue to explore what it means to live with purpose in midlife.